built. So we load that up, shut the door. Just to give you a little more of a tour of this machine, the second drawer here has all of our wax and part material canisters. You can see we have 2 of each type. So 2 wax, 2 part materials, which is very nice because one can fully run out and it'll swap over to the next one during the build. And you can even swap these out during the build as well, which is nice. They're kind of hot swappable, so you can make sure you have enough material even if you didn't start the build with enough to begin with. Down below here, this is just the drawer to collect any wax residue that's left over from the print. So when the planerizer comes and shaves off material, that'll end up draining down into here, which is just a little tinfoil collection basket, and it makes disposal very easy. So you can see a very clean workflow here. So let's take a look over here. We have our computer control screen. And what we're just going to do is indicate that this machine is now online. It's going to ask us, is the platform empty? Yes, it is. We've already sent the job to the machine. The one thing it's asking us to do is make sure that we have enough room for the excess wax to dispose into. So we already looked at it, but we just need to basically open this door, check that we have enough room in our collection basket, and close it. Then the machine is going to go through some initialization steps, cleaning the print heads, and the job will commence. So we'll check that out. We'll see a nice time-lapse video of this job being done. It should look pretty cool. Alright, our job is all complete now. It's been about 6 hours, which is about average time for a job like this. It's all based on the height of the parts, but this one took about 6 hours. Come in here, we're going to release the latch and pull out the build plate. This slides right out, and you can see our nice full plate here of finished parts. They look beautiful. Now we can walk through the steps of how we actually post-process these into the final product. So let's get these parts off of this platform. It's a little peculiar process, but basically we're going to break off these dies by hand to start off with. And these can just be kind of broken off with a little pressure with your hand. The easiest way to get these parts off of the platform is actually to smack it on the ground. So let's take a look at how we do that. So we're just going to come down to ground level, try to get it nice and flat to the ground, and give it a few whacks. You can see it might take a couple whacks to get all of them off. Luckily the parts are very resilient, so there's not really much risk of damage here. Looks like we got some stubborn ones. There we go. Nice clean platform. All right. Cool. So now we're going to go into the other room and throw these in the oven. We're in our post-processing room, and we're going to throw these parts into the oven. You can can see we have this oven from 3D Systems. It's set to 75 degrees centigrade, which is the correct temperature to melt the support material off of the parts. Take a look inside. So as you can see, we've just got a grate here where the parts are going to rest. And there's a collection basin for any wax that drips off of the parts to collect. And in the back you'll notice a Pyrex container containing some vegetable oil. So that's going to heat up to 75 degrees Celsius with the parts, and we'll basically dump the parts in there afterwards to clean off any of the remaining wax leftovers. So first step, we're going to take our dies here. These can sometimes be small enough to actually fall through the grate, so we put them on a piece of paper towel just to make sure that they don't slip through. And we'll rest this right on the grate. Okay. Now we can take the rest of our parts and just place them directly onto the grate over the basin. Alright, so they're in the oven. We're going to close this door and wait about an hour for all the wax to completely melt off of the parts, and we can walk through the remaining steps at that point. See you in an hour. Okay, we're back. The parts have been in the oven for about an hour and all the wax has been melted off at this point, so we can pull them out.